Bulldogs and Seagulls turn back the clock this Sunday afternoon with a sudden death blockbuster. I'm Darcie McDonald, joined by former NRL winger Josh Mansour to preview this huge game. And Josh, well, after a great year, my doggies, they've hit a few roadblocks in the last week. How can they pull all that to the side and come out undistracted this Sunday to get the win?
Well, that's the key word, undistracted. Obviously, there's been a lot of distraction off-field this week. They are coming up against the Manly Seagulls, who convincingly beat them a couple of weeks ago as well. So I think the biggest thing for the Bulldogs is how do they nullify Daly Cherry Evans and obviously Tom Trbojevich's return. So I think without Tom Trbojevic, I think they're a bit rudderless in attack. I feel like everything evolves around him. He's the key indicator. I thought last week they were a bit lateral, particularly on those block shapes. They were trying to really run around the Cronulla Sharks, where Cronulla was really solving that quite comfortably. And you're coming up against the Bulldogs, who are the best defensive side in the competition. I think last week was a bit of a blip in their radar. But I still feel like the Bulldogs will come with their A game.
All right. Well, we talked about the Bulldogs' small pack a bit in recent weeks, and Manly beat them just a fortnight ago, as you mentioned, by playing through the middle. How does Coach Cameron Ciraldo combat this in preparation for the game?
Well, you definitely have to condense your defensive line. If they want to come through the middle, you have to have, obviously, shoulder-to-shoulder mentality, but which, obviously, you've got to be exposed on the edges there. So do Manly identify that throughout the game? That could possibly happen. And they're going to obviously have to adjust and play more ad-lib style of footy. But yeah, Cameron Ciraldo, he's a player coach that will really preview the hell out of this game. You know, he would leave no stone unturned and make sure his troops will be fully prepared for this game. So I know it's going to be a big battle through the middle, like you said. You know, Bulldogs do have that smaller, mobile pack. When you look at Manly, very strong, powerful, bigger bodies. So it wouldn't be no surprise to me if Manly go with the same game plan, but like they did a fortnight ago.
Well, turning to Manly, and they get back their number one talisman in Tom Trbojevic for this game. But will it be enough for them to head across the Pacific Highway and get the win?
I have my concerns. I honestly do. Like, he's coming off with a grade 3 AC joint injury, and he'll have to obviously take 2 injections for him to get through this game. And I know that he will have his head on the chopping block this week. You know, him, Daly Cherry Evans, Paseka as well, which also draws my attention to Luke Brooks. And I feel like with all the attention with those 3 guys, I feel like Luke Brooks will be able to kind of get more space in that regard. So it'll be an interesting take, but we'll have to obviously wait and see. But yeah, they've got to try and stop Tommy Trbojevic's running game, particularly when he's sweeping at the back end. Canterbury Bulldogs aren't a team that really jam early to try and shut down that fullback at the back. They really like to kind of check and release, and the 4-man, the back rowers in particular, Preston, Viliama Kikau, have to do a big job in protecting their outside men.
Well, as we just mentioned, just 2 weeks back, the Seagulls went to a core and won. With a lot more on the line this week, do you see a repeat, or can the Bulldogs win their first final since 2015?
Listen, they've got to step up. You know, there's been a lot of outside noise this week. They've got to come together, and this could either galvanise them or it could be a distraction. They're going with the motto against all odds, which has boded well for them all season. And I think that's going to continue. I think they're going to get a good win here at a core stadium as well. It's going to be packed. There's going to be blue and white everywhere.
I'll be there.
Yeah, I've got no doubts about that. So, yeah, I'm going to tip the Bulldogs. I think they can get it done.
All right, thank you, Josh.
No worries.
Well, tickets are selling fast, so if you want to see this one live, head to nrl.com/tickets. If you can't get to the game, remember you can still watch it on Channel 9, Foxtel, Sky New Zealand or KO. Kickoff is at 4:05 p.m.